commenting this fucking jokes. And let's have a look. I won't be able to share this shit. Hold on. So I'm gonna refresh it again.
Well, this?
Nah, not this. Refreshing my Facebook page.
Okay.
Yeah, for some reason we're not on there again. So what the fuck? Hold on. Someone's commenting some shit. Hold on. That's not on the fucking. Yeah, we got 5 people on here now. Oh shit.
Oh, so we are live. Yeah. All right, fair enough. We're sitting here thinking what's going on, and we're actually live. Big up everybody that's online.
Yeah. I don't know what's happening there, man. I don't know what's happening there. Is it hold on, it might not be on my. It might be on my personal fucking thing anyway, man. Oh, we got people in there anyway. We got people in there anyway. Yo, big up Marianne. Big up Mark. Big up Dave. Yeah, big up Marianne. Hit the share button. Yeah, hit the share button. What are we on, Marianne? Are we sorry, Mary Jane. What are we on? Are we on flipping? Are we on my Facebook page or is it the artist page? Is it on the ACMC page or is it on my personal page? Let me have a look. Yeah, I think we are on my fucking page, isn't it? The artist page. Yeah, big up Mark, big up Dave. Yeah. Oh, it says ACMC. Oh, wicked. Too much smoke, saying that. Nah, we ain't never got too much smoke. So what we're gonna do today, yeah, we're gonna be talking about all this mad shit that's going on in the world right now. Big up Eddie. Yeah. If you're one of Terra'S friends on here, share it on Terra'S pages as well, innit? So we can get some of Terra'S people on there. Are you banned on Facebook at the moment, Terra? Or can you get on there?
Not yet. I'm not banned yet. Well, yeah. It's early days. Early days. All right.
So if you try and find it, Terra, give it a share on your page as well.
I will do.
Yeah, let's get these numbers up, man. Let's get the numbers up. So let's have a look. Right. So let me share this. Share one of these tabs, yeah. So we've got the presidential inauguration going on right now. Let's share the audio as well. Let me see this shit. Can you lot see this stuff on the page? Yeah, I'm gonna press play. Let's see what's going on in America. Bro, who are these people then?
What the fuck is that on their face?
I swear they're wearing masks, isn't it?
I thought they was fucking black-faced. I thought it was like a minstrel face.
For like that thing in Cornwall, isn't it? You know that march?
Yeah. I thought it was Darky Day. Darky Day, Washington, DC.
Yeah, big up Scott, Stacked Out Events. Yeah, big up Scott, Old Tight Ash, big up Chloe. Hit the share button, man. Hit the share button. Big up Michael. So look, so in the purple, you got Kamala Harris. She's looking very stylish in that purple there. I approve of that. I swear they played about the same tune about 20 times today, man. They're just standing there playing that. There's Joe Biden there. His wife. Oh, look at these guys. They think they're in the war.
Yeah, yeah. The War of Independence.
What the fuck are they doing, man? Oh my god!
I gotta put a charger in. I just remembered. I don't want to run out battery while I'm talking to you. Sorry.
So they got muskets. They got muskets ready, innit? Look at this geezer. What's he doing? What's he taking his hat off like that for?
Who is it? Who is that? George Washington?
I think that's what he's meant to try and be, George Washington. Yeah.
Is that the EU? Is that the EU flag? Is that the EU flag?
Yeah, that's the EU flag, man.
They're gonna burn it.
Huh?
Are they about to take it and burn it somewhere?
No, the EU's taking over America now, isn't it? The Britain left. Who are these guys? These better be British people.
What's going on?
Yeah, like the War of 1812, isn't it? When the British invaded and burned down Washington. Is that what that's going to be or something?
Literally, I'm just waiting for the Confederate flag to get thrown now. Like, wow.
Oh my god. What is going on, man? Everyone hit that share button, share this shizzle about, yeah? I'm trying to go on my page and share it as well.
So where is Donald Trump in all this?
Donald Trump ducked out, bro. He left. He got scared and he ducked out. They told him, go. He said he's not going.
We'll get into him later anyway.
Yeah. He refused to go to the inauguration, innit, man? He refused to go there. So
that's weird, isn't it?
Crazy, man. can't take losing.
Jesus, this thing's annoying. How does anyone even stand? How this music's annoying? I'm sorry. I'm not one of them people to just like hate music for the sake of it. That's annoying. That's a very irritating fix.
Yeah, but Mary J saying Trump ran, innit? Michael saying Trump's hiding. Yeah, he ducked out, man. Trump just left. He couldn't take.
So is Trump shook? Is that that's the real question? Is Trump shook?
Yeah, he got scared. I thought he was gonna get his head blown off or something.
Of who? Him?
Yeah.
Mate.
What's Elwood saying? Elwood saying Trump is setting up his own Facebook. Okay, crazy. Big up Richard Hope. Outside Chloe. Big up everyone else. Big up Robert. Big up Stephen Manhood. Stephen, you got the best surname ever. If you went to Nigeria, yeah, you'd have a lot of people like picking you up. Like, right, you better marry my daughter, man. You got the South African crew. You got the South African crew every time. Yeah, who's walking up here? Oh, is that a Rolls Royce? That looks like a Chrysler. What are they putting him in that looks like a Chrysler or a Lincoln.
Looks like a hearse.
They're putting him in a hearse, you know. They look like. My God, that car might just blow up. Oh no, it's a Cadillac. Look, it's got a Cadillac sign on the back, man. Cadillac sign on the back. Joe Biden in the Cadillac. He can hardly walk. How old is this guy?
He's in his 80s.
What? He's in his 80s?
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
I think so. Well, at least he's in his 70s, at least. But I think he's in his 80s.
Wow. I think Cadillacs used to look better. They used to look better in the day. That looks crap. Look at that Cadillac. That looks crap, man.
Yeah.
Look at those wheels. You can't even get. He's just got hubcaps. Where's the alloys, man? They're not even giving him alloys.
I bet you the wheels look like that because the whole thing's bulletproof.
Yeah.
And those people standing in front of that car, they're human shields.
Yeah,
get me?
Yeah.
They're paid to take bullets if need be. You get me? They get a nice salary.
Big up Mark Herbert saying cruising in my Rover. Yeah, he'd be better off in a Rover than that thing. That looks like. Yeah,
with a Rover, you'll be more discreet. You can get about without drawing attention to yourself.
Not in America, though. In America, they'd be like, "What the fuck is that?" They wouldn't know what that is. Crazy. Oh, Michael saying he's 78 years old. So is he the oldest president ever, or what?
Well, he's old. I don't know if he's the oldest one ever.
He's old as dirt, yeah.
He's definitely old. He's definitely old. Like to the point where what is the point? Like this is the problem, isn't it? It's like, what is the point of having these old men, yeah, running the country when some of them are at an age where they're actually losing their marbles?
Yeah.
Not, you know what I mean? It's similar to you remember that Haitian dictator?
Papa Doc.
Yes, Papa Doc Francois de Valliere. Yeah. Same with him. Yeah, same with him. I don't know if it was because of his age actually, but he was another one who lost his mind and didn't want to leave and caused a whole load of bloodshed in his country.
Yeah, he was a madman.
He was, and he was doing a lot of voodoo. And there was one story where he believed that his opponent had the magical powers to turn into a black dog, so he ordered every single black dog in Haiti to be shot.
Poor dogs, man.
And that was only, when was that? Well, that was in like the 60s, 70s. Was it?
60s, 60s.
Yeah. So it wasn't that long ago. I mean, when people think about these like superstitious, like mad ideals like that. So yeah,
crazy. So who else we got? Oh, Mark's saying, hasn't he got dementia? I don't know, Mark. Has he got dementia?
I wouldn't put it past it. I wouldn't rule it out. Like, yeah, maybe he's got dementia.
I mean, most of these politicians have got dementia, innit? Like flipping Boris Johnson, all these people, they all got dementia, man. All crazy.
Let me tell you something, yeah. Obviously, people can get dementia anyway, just through old age, yeah. When you've done a lifelong of drug abuse, so when you've been using drugs your entire life, and come on, at the end of the day, yeah, these people got money. Yeah, what do you think? You know what I mean? Well, even me, if I had their kind of money, I might devote a good 10 years to just getting on it and going. You understand? These people have been doing this for 50 years. Like, do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know.
Flipping hell, man. Flipping hell.
Apparently, though, Donald Trump is teetotal. Just what I've found out very
Yeah,
recently.
he is. He is. I think his dad was a alky, used to beat him and be really horrible to him, innit?
Yeah.
His dad used to psychologically abuse him, and his
His dad
brother.
was horrible to him. Didn't his dad give him fucking load of money to set up shop?
Yeah, he did that, but he was psychologically abusing him and his brother. His brother, I don't know if his brother killed himself or if he turned to the drink to cope.
These rich kids make me sick because they'll turn around. It's like Michael Jackson. They'll turn around and they'll be like, "My dad was a fucking cunt." Da, 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 da. Well, it's like, you know what? Like in Michael Jackson's case, yeah. If Michael Jackson just lived in his hood where he's actually from, his chances are he would have just ended up just like any other young black person. He might not even have lived to 30. And it's the same with Donald Trump. Donald Trump can't cuss out his dad about his dad psychologically abused him, because Donald Trump's sitting there as one of the most powerful people in the world. Yeah, he fucking prepared you. You get me? Yeah. That's what happens. So shit, I need to put this charge.
I guess it's like, you know, like Prince Charles, innit? When Prince Charles was young, and they sent him to that boarding school, and he got bullied the fuck out of, because all these people were like, I want to beat up Prince Charles, innit? So he got battered up at boarding school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, like obviously, like bad things still happen to these rich people.
It's true, but this is the thing. If I was Prince Charles, if I was in issues, I'm Prince Charles, mate. I go to school, I get beaten up. If my son was Prince Charles, and he comes home from school and he got beaten up, then it's like, okay, cool. Secret services, assassinate. You understand? Yeah, assassinate. Yeah, immune from prosecution. So at the end of the day, Prince Charles can't turn around and cry either. Prince Charles is another one. You know what I mean? Rich, spoiled, fucking, and pompous. Get me?
Does anyone in the chat like Prince Charles? Anyone like, you know? We got any royalists in the chat? You wanna combat what Terra'S saying about Prince Charles and that? You think it's disrespectful or anything like that? Big up Anthony Withers, old type Michael Muggleton saying he got a small loan of $1 million. Yeah, that's right. Trump did get that. Yeah.
Small loan.
No. So look at this car driving all slow, man. Where are they driving?
Let me tell you, where I come from, you'll get a backhand off your parents. You understand? You'll get a backhand off your parents. You won't be saying, "Oh, I was psychologically abused, and then my dad set me up for life." So it doesn't matter if you got psychologically abused then, because you got enough money to fucking sort you out. Do you know what I mean? So even if you're fucked up, you've got enough money to avoid you ending up on drugs or in a mental hospital or in jail. So at the end of the day, Donald Trump playing victim, any of these millionaires playing the victim, when it's their actual parents who are responsible for their, you understand, them being in the position they're in. And that's how they all are. They all come from money.
Mark saying Charles got a clip around the big ear. That's deep, Mark. You're deep. Richard Hope saying Prince Charles has blood on his hands. Absolute scumbag. What's he got the blood on his hands for, Richard? Let me know what's up. But by the way, people, we're going to be doing this. Let's do this. We do this every Wednesday, Terror. We're talking all this mad.
Why not? I've got nothing else to do. I got nothing better to do.
So make sure you spread the word, people. Spread the word, yeah. Every Wednesday at 7, I will do some artwork for the next one as well, innit? Little advert and shit.
And shout out all my critics as well. And shout out all my critics, because I've had a few critics saying, that I shouldn't be, on Nova's show, telling Nova to, I shouldn't be on his show. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I'm getting asked to do more and more podcasts every day.
Freedom of speech, isn't it, man? Freedom of speech.
Yeah,
you can say what you want.
Exactly.
So,
but some people take things too seriously, though. Sometimes you've got to have a bit of a laugh.
Yeah, this is what I was sent as well. I'm gonna stop sharing this screen, yeah. There's a next there's a next thing. Let's go to this next thing. I'm stop sharing that one. I want to share this other one. Let me just turn this crap off. I'll share this other thing. This is about Trump being a time traveler, yeah. This is the evidence. Trump being a time traveler, okay? So they're saying that Donald Trump is going to try and go back in time now in order to change the flipping future. Yeah, big up DJ Meister Smoking Beats. Yeah, big up yourself. So let's check this out, right? This is about Donald Trump. So I'm gonna flip over here so I can read this shit to you. Can you all see this on the page? Yeah, right. So the first one we got is I'm offline in the Office of the Congress Library website and came across this book written in 1893. Look at the title. I'm sure there's meant to be title, but you know, the person can't spell. But anyway, so it's Baron
Very trustworthy source here.
Yeah, man. Baron Trump. Yeah, big up Claire TLC. Big up Joe Wynn. Baron
Yeah,
Trump.
so Baron Trump is that Trump's great uncle?
Baron Trump is his son as well, isn't it? The book is about a boy named Baron Trump who found a secret portal and time traveled. That's not the crazy part though. Let's see look, there's Baron Trump, Donald Trump's son.
Okay.
Yeah. So then the next bit, the geezer says, don't they look like the same person? I don't know. I don't.
Well, you know what? It might sound mad. But from what I haven't looked too much into this yet. But obviously, if you know about Tesla, he was like they say he was a warlock. They say Tesla wasn't even a scientist. Yeah, Trump's uncle. What I've heard or I've read, he was working with Tesla or underneath Tesla. You understand? So in that respect, and like I said in it, when you talk about scientists, you know, you got your people like Einstein and you got your people like Isaac Newton and Thomas Edison and these kind of people that invented stuff. When you're talking about Tesla, you're talking about somebody who was dealing with things that they still haven't got their head around to this day. Yeah. You understand?
Edison was a cunt, innit? Edison was a proper cunt, and he tried to fuck.
They all were. They all were, and you get me. They all were, and even people like Henry Ford and all these other inventors and the Orwell brothers and all of them people. You understand? But you know, what they were dealing with, it is just engineering, innit, and technology. And
so check this next. Go on. So what you say?
Yeah, what Tesla was dealing with, he was dealing with different kinds of science. You understand? And I need to look more into it. Like if you had told me you was going to bring this up, I would have done a little bit more research because there's some other stuff that kind of fits into this story. You know about the
the
Philadelphia.
Big up, you know about Steve-O. Hold tight, Anthony saying they got a flat head too. How did they get their head so flat? I don't know, man. I think they jammed their head in the door frame. Big up, Kerry.
So you know about the Philadelphia experiment.
Yeah. Who knows about the Philadelphia experiment? Big up Steve-O. Big up Pablo. Yeah. So then it says, look, in the book, Baron Trump had a mentor he looked up to. Guess what his name was? Donald or Don. Okay. All the shit in the book takes place in Russia, right? Russia is Trump's bird is from Russia, born in 1970 in Slovenia. And what does it say as well? Her child is Baron Trump. Yeah, okay. So then 4 years later in 1896, the same author writes a sequel to the book, but he calls it The Last President. And this is when shit gets real. The book is about a very wealthy man who lived in New York on Fifth Avenue, who ran for president but wasn't expected to win. Trump lives on Fifth Avenue. Okay, cool. This Mark Herbert saying this live show is like being in someone's kitchen at 4 a.m. Yeah, man. You know that, Mark. We're getting into it. So it says in the book, when he won, it surprised everybody and people started rioting and protesting after his inauguration and he started signing executive orders. Wow. So then it says what? Secretary of Agriculture is Laf Pence. So Mike Pence, that's his vice president, isn't it? That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I can't make this shit up. Go read the books yourself. I'm not done yet. Wow. In 1943, one of the most famous inventors named Nikola Tesla died from a blood clot. Before his death, he claimed he had built a time machine and used it to travel back in time and into the future. See, I didn't hear, but I never heard Tesla talking about he's invented a time machine, but I know he said he had other shit like cars that could just run off the energy from the atmosphere and shit like that.
Yeah, he was dealing with all of that. He was dealing with certain things.
That Wardenclyffe Tower, innit? And then after he died, the United States government took all his inventions and notes, and the name of the office that seized all of it was called the Office of Alien Property. That's because Tesla was regarded as, obviously he was regarded as a foreigner back then. After they looked through it, they passed it to the FBI. Okay, so then the Office of Alien Property was an office within the government of the United States. Just so you know, it's a real government office, but keep reading, it gets crazier. After they gave up on trying to figure these inventions out, they hired an outside engineer who could understand the work of Nikola Tesla. Guess who this dude was? Anyone know? Anyone? Bueller? Anyone? Bueller? No. The geezer is John G. Trump.
Yeah.
So
All right. Yeah.
Trump's dad. That's not Trump's dad, is it? John George.
That's Trump's,
Trump.
I think that's Trump's uncle, I believe.
Oh.
It's either his uncle or his great uncle. Yeah. So
No,
that
man.
yeah. Okay. So the
Man.
boy.
Okay. And then John Trump is Donald Trump's grandfather. But after studying time machine notes and inventions of Nikola Tesla, he told the government he didn't find shit. He could have lied to keep the invention to himself and out of the hands of the government. Yeah, maybe he's got some time travel shit. Fun fact, Donald Trump's mum's name is Mary and his father's middle name is Christ. What the hell? And he was born on the night of a total lunar eclipse.
Well, yeah, but this would bring us back to these wild theories that I've been hearing that Donald Trump is the second coming.
Yeah,
and that's what people are. People have actually got it. You understand? So, but what we have to understand is like that sort of thing. Yeah. That sound more like the Antichrist. I said it before on the Flip Live show. But that's in that situation, all of that, like, mate, you know what I mean? Donald. Do you know what? That's quite interesting. And I didn't even. I knew something about Donald Trump and some time travel. I didn't know how deep it went. I didn't know how much. I didn't realize there was so much more evidence. Like you know what I mean? And those books will be interesting to actually read because obviously this person he put the books up here and he's told us about the books, what's in the books. We've seen the picture, compared the pictures, whatever, and it is interesting. It does sound quite legit, but I'd have to read the book. And it'd be, where can we get hold of these books?
I don't know, man. Arch Beale is saying this thread is fucked.
Whoa.
Anthony's saying it's a vortex. Fraser Thomas says Jesuits are the Antichrist. Lee Meister saying Trump is going to get assassinated soon. The Simpson never lies. Real talk. Oh, what did they predict that in the Simpson as well?
The Simpsons have been doing bits. That apparently the Simpsons have been a lot of shit's been coming out on the Simpsons. No, but you got to remember, it's no surprise. You know, I mean, the Simpsons comes from 20th Century Fox. This is all big Hollywood companies. So I'm saying, it's not a. You know what I mean? It's not like Simpsons is on the side of the people trying to warn anyone anything. It's just fucking, if anything, it's just like that's like what it is. What it is like you've sat there watching Simpsons for years, having a laugh at their expense. And now it's their turn to have a laugh. You understand? Now it's Simpsons' turn to laugh at you understand? So now we've become the comedy to the cartoon. Do you know what I mean? So that's all it is. Simpsons is having a laugh. And why not? Them man sat there for fucking hours and hours animating.
Yeah. So
we could sit there getting high and watching it and laughing and following it for like 2-3 decades. So yeah.
Still, oh my thing. Okay, so then we get to the next bit, yeah. Let me go back to this shit. Hold on, so I can move it. So Trump's, okay. So his middle name's Christ. I didn't know that. So Mary Ann McLeod Trump. Okay. Frederick Christ Trump. Okay.
Frederick.
Donald Trump, born on 1946. Okay. June 15th, 1946 is the total lunar eclipse. Okay. Is Trump a time traveler? The question has been on conspiracy theory websites for several months and is backed by various pieces of evidence. Okay, is that it? That can't be it. That's dead, man. I thought it was going to be loads of stuff. What's that? Oh, that's rubbish. Nah, I'm pissed, man. I'm pissed.
No, but it's more. It's more of a case of getting the book, though. It's more of a case of getting the book. Even if you can get the online, you can sometimes download them. You can download the text or whatever. Yeah, it'd be worth getting out of the book and seeing Wagwan, because there's a lot of old school books that are like there's some shit written in them, and right now everyone's trying to find information online.
So let's check this geezer right. He's saying, is Donald Trump a time traveler? I've gone on YouTube, yeah? So I'm gonna share this one on YouTube. Hold on. So stop sharing that screen. I'm gonna share this next one.
Sit down, man. You gotta snatch
sec.
me in there every time.
Because I want you to sit your ass down when you get in the tent.
Okay.
Next nigga come in. Dog.
So it is about Trump being a time traveler, yeah?
The abduction swag is ridiculous.
You comfortable?
What?
This guy's a great. Yeah? Oh, I know these two brothers. Yeah, I saw it. When you the first thing I thought when I saw that guy was he was a grey alien.
A great
now
alien.
I know who this. Yeah, but I know I've seen these guys. I've seen quite a few of their videos. Their videos are good still. But just because because we're on the topic of all this time travel business.
The most mysterious death of the 21st century.
What is this crap? Hold on. Oh, this is an advert. I hate all these adverts.
Brainwashing,
Bill and Ted. I'm talking like Back to the Future.
Man, hurry up with this fucking shit, man. Talk.
Look, man. Here.
CK.
All right, look, Tony. Have you ever heard of Nikola Tesla?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. He was working on a lot of time travel stuff. Right. They even found they even had some stuff where he was actually he experimented time travel and he actually did it, but he was stuck outside of time. He was able to look a little bit into the future and a little bit into the past, but he couldn't. Hey, this is the evidence they're saying that they had from him, right?
That's what he told.
Shut your ass and just listen.
If ain't no video, man, I can't buy it.
What, there was no videos back then?
Well, then, hey.
Anyways, just listen.
Taking everybody's word
Just
for
listen
it
up, man. When Nikola Tesla died, Donald Trump's uncle got all his paperwork.
How did he get the paperwork? Who was his uncle?
His uncle's name was John Trump.
How did he get the paperwork? Did he bust in the?
Okay, look. This is the thing. He worked for the government, right? And the government was like, "Look, we need you to go in there since you're a scientist yourself. He went to MIT and stuff like that. We need you to go in there. This is all facts."
Sorry. One sec. Pause it 1 second.
Yeah. One sec.
That could be.
Everyone hit the like button and the love button, yeah, because then that makes this shit show up in Facebook more. We get more people in this fucking streaming shit.
Did he just say that Nicholas Tesla's uncle was John Trump?
No, he was saying Trump's fucking granddad knew Tesla, innit? Saying, well, Trump's uncle.
He mentioned uncle. I'm sure he mentioned uncle.
Yeah, I think it was I think Trump's uncle knew Tesla, innit?
So it's not his guy. So because the other thing said his grandfather.
Yeah, well, maybe this geezer's wrong. I mean, this guy had
someone. Yeah, it's an easy mistake to make anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah. All right, carry on.
Just carry on, man.
It's dangerous and kind of like death rays or some stuff like that. And if he does, he needs to come back to us and show us and whatever like that. So they said Nikola Tesla was working on time travel. He probably found the time travel stuff and didn't say anything. Like, if you found that stuff, would you give the government everything? Would you?
Man, this is long. This is like talking to myself.
When John
you just
Trump
said all
died,
this shit.
He actually gave the paperwork to Donald Trump.
Who gives Donald the paperwork?
That's a fact too. You can look that up. He gave him the paperwork also. Here's the time machine paperwork.
He pressed to the time machine, and Donald was like, "I will."
He gave. All I know is he gave him the workings of Nikola Tesla also.
So Donald Trump right now has the paperwork of Nikola Tesla.
Absolutely.
Right now.
He has it.
In his briefcase.
I don't know if it's in his briefcase. Donald Trump. It's probably in his hair. I don't know.
In his fucking hair.
So if he had the time travel stuff in there, do you think maybe Trump might have traveled back in time?
No.
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah, Archie, if you find it, ping it over to me, please.
If he has it personally, why would he give it to us?
I'm just not buying.
Look, man, this is the crazy part about it, right? There was a book like the late 1800s called Baron Trump and the Marvelous Journey or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
And there was a guy in the book named Don. And the name Baron Trump. His son is named what?
Baron
Trump.
But he could have known about the book and was like, I'm gonna name my son Baron.
Oh, really? You think that?
I mean, why? If the book is that old,
I'll give you even crazier.
Anthony saying Doc Trump. Yeah, Doc, time traveling
like
Doc,
me
innit?
saying, yo, my son's name is Smokey Robinson. Oh, Tony time travel. No, I just
Possibly. Look here, I'll give you even better thing. There's a picture of the book, right? Of the kid Baron Trump. He looks exactly like Donald Trump's son.
Yeah. Donald Trump's son got a pretty basic.
He don't look fuck all like his
Look
son.
at this, man.
Oh, you got the vision.
Look at this. You see that pompous little asshole face? The same face in there.
Nah.
I don't know, man. This is
That
You're
face
not.
is
You
shit.
not. You looking at. Look how hard you're looking at. You looking at it like they look similar, dog. That's too much of a coincidence, right? I'm just saying. Just think about it.
I don't see the resemblance.
You don't see the resemblance. The little nose and eyes. They both had the pompous asshole eyes.
They do got some asshole features and facial expressions, but
And there's a picture. They did a.
it's a universal pompous look, though.
There's also another book, a continuation to this book, and it's about Trump, Barron Trump, and his dog on an adventure also.
Hey Kyle,
And
have you got any
the
more
dog
links
was
to this
similar
shit?
to Barron's dog also, dog.
What kind of dog is this? Travel.
Even in the books, right?
How come your paperwork is so disheveled?
Man, don't worry about all that.
Why
Man.
don't you just fold it neatly?
Shut your ass up.
I don't know, man. It's far fetched.
And there's in a continuation of the book, right? There's another book, right, that came out a few years later, right? And
This
that
video
book-
takes too fucking long, man. Shall I try another one? Hold on, what's this one?
I think they made their point. I think
made
they've gone over all the evidence that is available.
Yeah, let's
So
just-
most of the evidence for this theory rests on this book, basically.
let's check this
Actually,
out.
as I was reading a hard copy of the entire internet, I came across this Donald Trump tweet from January 9th, 2014. It's Thursday. How many people have lost their health care today? After I retweeted it, I started thinking, how could Donald Trump have known that just 3 short years later, he would be taking health care away from millions of Americans? And I came to the only rational conclusion. Donald
Yeah, big
Trump
up,
is
Kyle.
a time traveler.
But you know what it is? You know what it is? Yeah, each woman, she's taking a piss, right? But
Yes,
a lot of the time, you know, they say in it, many a true word is said in jest.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're giving it, they're telling you. So you can't even, if it turns out that Donald Trump's a time traveler,
Yeah.
you can't even turn around and say, why don't you tell us? They'll be like, we did tell you. We fucking had it on Netflix, fucking for the whole world. We announced it on Netflix. We've got that woman
Yeah.
to announce it in the form of comedy or whatever.
was done.
That's
Yeah.
how it goes.
It's run by simply.
Hang on, how's it going, dude? Here I
Who's
am
this
back
geezer?
with another video. Now, you are going to think that I have lost the plot.
Yeah, come on. Then.
United Kingdom. Things like that, they just sound wrong, don't they? They just don't sound right. Donald Trump in charge of the most powerful country between
So that's the book
1890
there.
and 1896. Lockwood
Mhm.
published his first book titled The Travels and Adventures of Little Baron Trump and His Wonderful Dog, Bulger. Now, Baron Trump, of course, is the name of the son of Donald Trump. This book was then followed up in 1893 with Baron Trump's marvelous underground journey. Lockwood's last book was published in 1896 and was titled 1900 or The Last President. This can all be found in full on archive.org, right? So these
There you
books
go.
and pamphlets, they existed. This is a real thing. Okay, so let's really delve deep. Ingersoll Lockwood's first 2 novels followed a young boy named Wilhelm Heinrich Sebastian von Trump. Little Baron Trump, as he is referred to, comes up from a wealthy family that lives on Fifth Avenue in New York City, in what is called Trump's Castle. In the
Bruh.
books, Little Baron Trump and his dog Bulger go on a series of wild adventures throughout the dimensions and time with the help of a mystical character named Don Fume. Don helps Baron and Bulger find the portal to his world within a world that eventually leads them to Russia. So some excerpts from the book here. So you've got Castle Trump up and away in search of the portals to Don Fume's world within a world. Well, little Baron, what thinkest thou of Don Fume's world?
What if I told you can be
don't really
charged
talk like Trump, though, does he?
per hour for your
Who's
consumption?
that?
Well, look,
The characters, they don't really
within a
talk like
world?
Trump.
Little Baron, much as thy mother and I shall dread to think of thy being again out from under the safe protection of this venerable roof. This
What
mass
you mean? You mean their dialects?
so
Yeah.
many generations of the Trump.
Well, that was because of the timing, obviously. Like even the way we spoke in London in the 80s
Yeah.
was different to how we speak now, or 70s.
Strange
So it would've-
faraway corners of the globe call on to us to be strong-hearted. Remember, little Baron, the motto of Trump's per ardua ad astra, the pathway of glory is strewn with pitfalls and dangers. But the comforting thought shall ever be mine, that when thy keen intelligence fails, Bulger's unnervingness will be there to guide thee. The story is your average children's novel, written in response to works like Lewis Carroll's Alice in Wonderland. Though that is not why we are talking about these books. Their merit is simply their striking closeness with our modern world. A world where our president is Donald Trump, who himself lived on Fifth Avenue with his son Barron in what we call Trump Tower. The similarities are astounding. Lockwood's final novel, 1900 or The Last President, begins with a scene of New York City in chaos. What's going on right now, guys? It's early November and a hugely unpopular outsider candidate has just won the election for the presidency. Police officers are in the streets trying to calm the growing rioters as mobs of vast size are organising under the lead of anarchists and socialists and threaten to plunder and despoil the houses of the rich who have wronged and oppressed them for so many years. Could this be Donald Trump getting in for a second term? The Fifth Avenue Hotel will be the fury of the mob. That Fifth Avenue Hotel is now where Trump Tower stands, and those anarchists are socialists and present-day enemies of Donald Trump. So in light of these strange connections,
more like that was the first election.
World, there are a number of missing pieces. For example, the real Baron Trump does not have a dog, let alone a dog named Bulger. And when Lockwood's books were rediscovered, this was the case. However, it's no longer the case, because the Trumps did eventually adopt a golden doodle named Patton. Why? Because it's strange for a president to not have a family animal. It was reported that Trump didn't care much for a pet, but Melania knew Barron would want one. Reports say Barron had tears in his eyes when the two met for the first time. Wait, so what? He has a dog, but it's not called Bulger, is it? It's called Patton. So there we go. The theory's fucked. It's all done. No, ladies and gentlemen. Barron's dog's name is Patton. George S. Patton is an American military captain
fought in the Battle of the Bulge.
Factor in the U.S.'s victory at the Battle of the Bulge during World War II. From Bulge, B-U-L-G-E, to Bulger, B-U-L-G-E-R. I'll tell you, this is true, guys. This is real. In addition to the stories of Baron Trump, there is another book written by Ingersoll Lockwood titled Laconics of Cult, where Lockwood writes about superstition and the occult, much in the same light he does in his children's novels. Laconic is an adjective that literally means a few words, which seems to be spot-on description of the real Baron Trump. Now, with that out of the way, let's begin. These books, written by Lockwood, are the basis for a greater and farther-reaching story than we can imagine. And besides being one of the most quality shitposts in internet history, who knows, it might just be true. Here we go, guys, it gets better. So, Donald Trump is a time traveler. John Trump, the uncle of Donald Trump, was an engineer who worked for MIT at the time of Nikola Tesla's death. When Nikola Tesla died, the federal government confiscated all of Tesla's work and hired a group of scientists and engineers to help them decipher his notes. Donald Trump's uncle was one of the men chosen for this task. In interviews that John later gave in life, he talks about how these notes of Tesla influenced him to study new methodologies beyond what he thought probable. And of course, the speculation is that John Trump discovered the means of time travel but died before it could be realized. This is where Trump comes into play. John Trump left his nephew with his findings, hoping that at a later date, Trump would be able to complete what he started. This is where two theories combine into one. John Titor, the famous time traveler, is believed to actually be Donald J. Trump. Trump went forward in time and saw a world ruined by war and famine, disguising himself as John Titor and joining the army in the future. Now, as in any good story, there needs to be an explanation, something real that grounds the narrative in a world with rules and laws. Even the best shitposts do this because just making shit up only entertains for so long before narrative that runs its course. Well, in this story, that figure is none other than Pepe the Frog. All this time travel and divine destiny are made possible for a number of reasons, but all of them due to an ancient Egyptian god of chaos, Kek or Keku. Kek is a figure who appears as a frog-headed being and in ancient Egypt was worshipped for his magical abilities. Many people joke that the popular meme Pepe the Frog is a modern-day reincarnation of Kek, the god of chaos.
I thought that was just a piss take.
Pepe became a symbol of the Trump campaign, and in doing so became a sign of the far right as the two became synonymous in the mainstream. It's all about Pepe. Why does this matter? Well, people joked about meme magic for months leading up to the election. The Trump campaign even embraced the Pepe memes. Trump retweeted images of himself as Pepe on occasion, heavily relied on online supporters for these memes. It seemed like Trump winning the election was near impossible. No one, and I mean no one, in the mainstream honestly thought Trump has a snowball's chance in hell at beating Hillary Clinton. It seemed like the only way to victory was by some sort of luck, or dare I say, magic. So what do we make of this? The books, Trump's family history, and of course his victory as president, Pepe, its links to ancient Egypt, all these things contributed to what seemed impossible. Like I said at the start of this video, let's go back 6 years and I tell you Donald Trump is president. 10 years Donald Trump is president? Shut the fuck up. Put you in a loony bin. That is what you would be saying to me. And yet this is our reality, guys. Trump has done things many thought impossible. So maybe, just maybe, the guy is a time traveler. Nikola Tesla, he was actively trying to crack time travel. We know this. Donald Trump's uncle had access to his notes. It all makes sense, guys. But what do I know? I want to know what you guys think down below. Let me know. And also, I want to know what...
All right, shut the fuck up. I don't know if I don't know if I believe that shit, man. Like, see with Trump, why he won the first election, yeah? Because so many people thought Hillary was gonna fucking win that they didn't bother to vote. They didn't bother. So that's why Trump won, yeah? And now, this time, the reason why Trump lost is because he told all these people, don't do postal votes, innit? Because, you know, like the Democrats were encouraging people, do postal votes because of coronavirus and shit, so just post them. Trump was like, no, don't do postal votes. So loads of his people just didn't vote that would have come out and voted. So obviously he's going to lose, innit? So, fucked, man. Fraser saying, if Trump was a time traveler, wouldn't he know he was going to lose? Lol, forgive me, I'm high and lost here. Yeah, that's a very good point. But maybe he wanted to lose. Maybe he's like, just, he put a bet on himself that he's going to lose money, and now he's pissed off. Or maybe he only wanted to go in to be the president for 4 years so he could look in all of the secret documents and shit, find out about aliens, all that crap, then go back in time, and then now he's gonna fucking you know, put bets on all over the place, do the stock market, become even richer like Biff in fucking Back to the Future 2, innit?
Yeah. Well, you got to look. We've got to ask ourselves, yeah, this whole craze about Trump being a time traveler, was that before he lost the presidency? Was that, has it died down now? Has it died down since?
Oh, I don't know. I ain't got a clue, man. I got sent that by Margarita. She sent me it like the other day. Big up Margarita for sending me the info, man. But yeah, do you know what, people? Yeah, as well, we're gonna talk about all kinds of fucked up shit that we can't talk about on other podcasts. Yeah, on this podcast. This is what this podcast for. So if you guys want us to talk some shit, yeah, and talk about whatever the fuck you want us to talk about, and you can join in as well, let us know. Yeah, this is no holds barred on this podcast, right? We just talk Greece, yeah, talk rubbish, talk absolutely everything. So if you want us to talk about anything, we'll talk about it. Like the other thing I seen about is Fraser saying big up Fat Man D, yeah, big up Fat Man, big up Karen, all the people that's in here right now. Like the other thing that I saw that was interesting recently was like the Israeli space chief was saying about Trump, that Trump knows about the aliens, isn't it? There's aliens, there's a galactic federation of aliens, and they've been here and they're running around on Earth, and Trump knows about it and he wanted to talk about it, but the aliens have told him, nah, mate, don't say anything because humans just can't take it. They just can't take it, innit? What do you think about that?
Well, like the existence of aliens there, it's always been probable. Or some, whether they come from space or whether they're in a different dimension or whether they like just on Earth but hidden. Like obviously there's lots of evidence to suggest.
Yeah. Have you seen that?
You know what I mean?
Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind. Have you seen that one? Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind.
I did years ago, like many years ago.
No, not the old movie, the new film called Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind, isn't it?
I don't know. I might.
It's on Amazon Prime. It only came out this year by this doctor called Steve.
Oh, actually, what the one? Oh, maybe actually the one with that guy. What's his name?
Glasses, Stephen Greer, this American doctor in that.
Oh, is that the guy I'm thinking of? Or there was another guy that I was watching something about. Oh, mate, and I was literally watching something else about him the other day. I forgot his name.
Unacknowledged. That one. There's another one. Unacknowledged, and then he's done.
No, not that one. Not that one. I didn't see that.
But there's like, I don't know, like he was saying that aliens, you can communicate with them if you meditate and you tell them where you are, and then the aliens will come, they'll just appear and their ship will just disappear. So I tried to do that the other night, but no aliens came, man. I was a bit pissed, innit? I wanted to see some fucking aliens and shit, but nothing happened.
Well,
man.
you know what? Like, I remember seeing a UFO. I've seen a few UFOs, but the last one I saw was about 10. When was it? It was 2010. So it was early 2010. And I was in my mate's high-rise flat in South London. And he called me and he said, "I'll have a look at this UFO." And like, I've gone out and had a look at it, and it was like clear as day. But it was very strange. It didn't look like something. It didn't look like a solid object. You know, it looked solid, but at the same time it wasn't. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
looked metallic.
Yeah, innit? Yeah.
It looked metallic, but it kept on changing its form at the same time.
Yeah, that's what they say they do in the film.
Yeah.
In this documentary, man. Shapeshifters, Mary Jane saying shapeshifters. And then
it's something like that anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was only because where we were high up, we were quite high up in the block of flats. Yeah. So we had and it was quite low down. So we had quite a good view of it. You know what I mean? Other than that,
Mary Jane is saying, I heard the USA are trying to keep Russia quiet because Russia have proof of aliens and want us to know, but the government don't.
Well, it wouldn't be a surprise. It wouldn't be a surprise if they did. And like at the end of the day, it's like it's not a crime for them to do it, because look at the average human. The average human, if aliens were real, is not ready to go and fucking deal with aliens. Like, how can someone go from fucking eating their lunch in Greg's, fucking, you know what I mean, watching Jeremy Kyle, fucking, you know what I mean, going to the fucking thing, bro, and then all of a sudden they're fucking dealing with a you don't understand, some interdimensional being. You get me? Dealing with a superhuman or a grey or something like that. It's too much for them to, you understand? So they're within their rights to keep
if you met an alien, if an alien come and you met him, what would you say to the alien? What would be the first, like, what would you do?
If I saw an alien?
Yeah, if an alien come and he showed you as an alien, he said, "Yo, I'm an alien, what's up?" What would you do?
Right. Mate, you know what? There was one time, me and Grandma, we was on the train, and so we was on a tube, and I remember Grandma said to me, he was like, "Yo, he's like, don't be bait, yeah." He's like, turn around. He goes, "Trust me, don't be bait, yeah." He goes, "Turn around, have a look at that woman that's sitting there." I've turned around, thinking, oh yeah, I thought it was going to be like a joke thing. I turned around, and as I've turned around, she's already like looking straight at me. And it was one of them things where it was like straight away I turned around to Grandma, like, fuck. And it was like the train stopped. We just jumped off the train. And it was like, this woman looked like... Sorry?
Does she look like an alien?
You know, it was. She looked like a human, but it was the eyes. It was just the eyes. You understand? The eyes were very like piercing. Like they were almost like, you know, they say the pupils are like slits, like a serpent sort of thing, but very, very, and also very green. I think her eyes are very green. But it's one of them ones, like, you know, Grandma ain't just gonna say nothing, something for nothing. You're just gonna tell me to turn around and have a look for the, you know what I mean? So I don't know, innit? Me personally, I can't see. I don't know. I can't see myself hanging around, innit?
We got some people who said, Fraser Thomas said, he said, "Take me to your dealer." Karen saying, "I'd punch him up first for shitting my knickers." Mary Jane would ask him what weed he's got. Steve O. Davis saying, "I've seen some crazy stuff with my own two eyes with another witness. Crazy stuff." So what you seen, Steve O? Let us know, man. Fraser saying he karate chopped the alien. In the paper October last year, there's a man who looked like an alien. That's what Karen's saying. I would like see what the alien's saying. If he's cool and he's talking and that, and he's just being cool, I'd offer him a cup of tea or something like that, you know, just chill, like whatever. But if he's like an alien, film Alien, then you got to get the fuck out of there, man. This thing's
get the fucking chain gun out. It's one of them ones, isn't it? But this is what I think's wrong. This is what I think's wrong with humans, though. I think when people think of aliens, the first things people think of is if an alien turns up, I'm gonna have to defend myself, and that's
Yeah.
probably the reason why aliens haven't turned up, because of humans. Humans have got the, you know what I mean? When humans are threatened, they will try and kill whatever's threatening them. And I think when it comes down to it, the aliens, they got the technology to just wipe out humanity anyway. If it comes down to it, so they're probably doing us a favor. So all these humans that are going around trying to fucking reveal all these secrets, maybe these things are kept secret for a reason. Because when people
remember the old program V? Do you remember the old program called V? Yeah. Now in that the aliens landed, but they all had like makeup on and stuff because they were actually reptilians, innit? But when they first landed, they made themselves look like humans, so we weren't scared of them. Yeah. So if I was the aliens, what they should do really make themselves look like us, so we won't be scared. And then, but then the problem is people will be like, well, you're not a fucking alien, then are you? But they'd have to land with a spaceship.
Well, what would happen? What would happen? Yeah, alien would be like, okay, I'm gonna make myself look like a human. What might accidentally happen? It might make himself look. So it might make himself black, yeah, and then get to Earth thinking he can fit in, and he might land somewhere like fucking Moscow, and straight away get his head kicked in before he even knows what's going on.
Have you seen that the brother from another planet? You seen that?
No.
It's about that very thing. An alien lands on Earth, and he's a black guy, and he lands in America, and then he experiences all the racism in America. So
that's so what it means. Even if the alien did take the form of a human, it still can't guarantee that it won't be fucking it won't be abused for the way it looks. So you understand, for being different. And you know what I mean. So, but I don't know. I think I don't see why aliens need to. I think they've got better things to be doing. You know, like there's absolutely nothing interesting going on.
If there is any aliens out there watching this, I'd say, you know, can you just come and sort this out, please? Like, just come and help us, man, because we're in a bit of a fucking mess, mate. Do you know what I mean? So we need you to help sort it out.
Yeah, but they might be the ones running the show. That's what I'm saying. So they might be the ones running the show.
Like, what's that? Credo Mutwa, innit, was saying to flipping like, innit, about the aliens.
Yeah, exactly. So
he fucked one.
I don't know how reliable. I don't know how reliable that interview was. I did watch it back in the day.
Yeah, bro, I watched 11 hours of it. It was 11 fucking hours.
Yeah, I did that as well. I went through a lot of weed. I went through a lot of weed to watch that. Do you know what I mean? And probably drink. Do you know what I mean? And I heard what played it. But you know what kind of killed it for me is he's talking, and I was properly engrossed. I'm like, this is so I've never heard anything like this. And then he's like, and aliens looked exactly like this, and he pulls out some toy alien that he come out of a fucking Kinder Egg or something, yeah. And it was just like, is this guy taking the piss? Like, I don't know, innit? But at the same time, he's got a good reputation anyway. But I don't know, like, you
remember when he said he got raped by an alien queen, innit? They made him fuck one of them under a mountain.
Yeah, apparently he's had all sorts. He's been abducted. Apparently, he's had I've heard that he's even eaten the flesh of a chitauri.
What the fuck? Of an alien, yeah? He ate an alien. Jeez.
Well, you ate the flesh.
I wouldn't eat an alien, man. No way. Like, if you had the choice of eating a fucking alien, would you do it? Anyone in the chat, would you eat an alien? I wouldn't. You don't know what you're going to get. Like, Michael's put, what if COVID is an alien? Possibly it might be an alien, yeah. Like the thing.
An alien? In what way? What, going around killing people?
Nah, just spreading, innit? Spreading all around. Like, you know, in that film.
Bacteria. It's just, if anything, if anything, do you know what it is? It's hard to say, innit?
You know what it could be? You know what it could be? Because you know, like how in fucking North Pole and South Pole, all the ice is melting, and there's diseases and bacteria in there that are coming out now that we haven't had to face for millions of years. Yeah. So COVID might be an old version of the flu, and now it's just come out, and that's why we're all getting it, because it come out of the ice.
COVID, you know what it is? They've put the COVID out there so much, yeah. And people are making themselves sick. People are making themselves sick by thinking about it. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. It's a psychological thing.
Fraser said if the alien was sexy. Yeah, you know, like if you watch Star Trek or Star Wars, there's some sexy aliens in there, man. Like them chicks, them green women and shit. So yeah, you probably, you know, but you got to make sure you wear a condom. If you're gonna fuck an alien, you got to wear a condom, because at the end of the day, you know, Anthony saying he got batty fucked by an alien. And what the fuck, Anthony? What happened? You got abducted, yeah? Please. See, as I said,
he's talking about Credo Mutwa. He's talking about Credo.
Oh, Credo. No, Credo.
Yeah.
Credo. He fucked a female alien, Anthony. They,
Really?
she,
Oh,
yeah, what they did, they placed him on a slab. Yeah. What's that mountain? He said there's a mountain in fucking.
Oh, right, in Zimbabwe or something, Rhodesia or something like that. Yeah.
The flat one. The flat, is it Table Mountain or something? I don't know what it's called. And they took him there, and then he had to. They put him on this slab. And the alien had to jerk him off a bit first, didn't it? And then the alien queen got on top of him and fucked him. So that's what said happened, yeah. So he got raped by an alien. So.
Well, there we have it. Do you know what I mean? For anyone who was wondering about Credo Mutwa. Yeah.
Look up Credo Mutwa, people, and see what you make of him. That's your homework for this week, yeah? The next week, comment. Say what you thought of the Credo Mutwa videos, yeah? Steve O. Davis saying he saw two circular objects parallel with each other going nuts in the sky, but they stayed the same distance the whole time until it was too far to see me. And a pal was with a few others. I asked him what he saw just to be sure I see what I seen. It was a mad experience. I had another experience with a different group of people as well. Jeez, yeah, big up Melody, yeah.
Whereabouts did this happen? Because a lot of the you'll find a lot of the UFO sightings and stuff happen over around like Wiltshire area and towards the West Country. You understand? Yeah, but then you also do get them.
It's all near Stonehenge and shit. That's what it's all.
Yeah, exactly. Around near Salisbury, even like. Well, we can go deep. We can go deep for this. There's a load of ley lines around there as well. You understand? There's a ley line that runs from what's that place? Glastonbury.
Yeah.
No, sorry. Yeah, it runs to Glastonbury, and it kind of runs past Stonehenge as well. It doesn't go through Stonehenge. Stonehenge has got another ley line, and then it goes up to Banbury, and then it comes back down to somewhere near Reading. I can't remember the name of the place. And literally anywhere within this triangle, it's called the Banbury Triangle. Yeah, gets a lot of what do you call it? UFO extraterrestrial activity. You understand? So it's,
fucked a sexy alien lady. And
sorry?
Anthony saying he fucked a sexy alien lady.
You know what? I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you lot. Yeah, I was in Leicester about 2 years ago, maybe 2-3. Yeah, about 2 years ago, and I was chatting to this Asian brother. Yeah, and my man was blessed. Like when I mean this weren't no just for context. This weren't no madman off the street. Yeah, this was a man. He had been to prison and thing, done his thing, come out of prison, you know what I mean, sorted himself out, found peace. Very humble person, like, you know what I mean, professional person. Yeah. My man was. I was chatting to him, and he told me that he literally told me he fucked an alien.
Jeez.
And he literally told me straight up. He said, "Yeah, I fucked an alien. I was fucking an alien." And then she said, "I'll give you anything you want." And
so how did he know she was an alien? Did he tell you how he knew that she was an alien when he fucked her?
He said it was. I think it was something to do with like she's turned round in her face. I don't know, innit? I don't know. I just remember whether he could have been making it up, but he could have been mental. But the way he was talking, he didn't come across like, you understand. And me and him ended up having it was a very random encounter. Yeah. It was just, like literally maybe like accidentally bumping into someone and then sorry, and then speaking like that, and then you understand. And so
Karen thinks the alien woman's fanny was a bucket.
Well,
Karen, that she might have been really tight. Do you know what I'm saying? You never know. Like these aliens, they could be anything. I'm sure there's Fraser. I'm sure there's some gay aliens as well. Definitely, there's probably like. But then I heard as well that the aliens didn't have any genitals. They're asexual beings. So, what are they saying about the grey aliens? They're saying that they're actually just robots. They're not actually. They're like biological robots or something. So
well, it's funnily enough, because you see with like angels, when they're talking about angels in the Bible, they're talking of like beings from the sky, innit? I've checked something out. Or big up to Nooks actually, because I found Nooks had a skit in one of his songs, and it's talking about angels, and it's saying angels are like, it says they're all male, so they can't reproduce. So maybe there was some kind of truth into what you were saying. That they're asexual and they don't, you know what I mean? Because maybe they get produced in a different way. Maybe they get created in a factory or something.
So angels don't have a dick.
No, I don't know if that's the case, but I think what it is all angels. They only have one gender for angels.
Oh,
and that would be male. So when you see people
fuck human women, then the angels.
That's what they did. That's exactly what happened.
Oh, so what? So is that what the Nephilim is then?
Yes, exactly. Yeah, exactly that.
Okay. So the angels went down and they banged some human women and created Nephilim.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I read that. I swear I read that somewhere.
And that's what Goliath is a descendant of, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
That tribe now, they're a descendant of Nephilims.
Yeah. So they're what were they called? The tall people, isn't it?
I don't know. I can't remember. It doesn't really. Goliath was a Philistine, but I don't know.
He was really cool, wasn't he? He was like
12. Yeah. But that's what it was. Those people that were like mixed with the angels.
Yeah.
Were like, yeah, exactly. That's, you know what I mean. Like,
but then the weird thing is that the aliens are usually fucking short. The little grey ones.
Yeah, but that's just to say how the kids came out. That's not to say what the parents were, because remember the angels are these other beings. They're not actually, they're interdimensional, so they don't even exist into this dimension. They can come into this dimension, but this isn't even their main dimension.
Yeah, because
I don't know.
They get pissed off about nuclear bombs and shit, innit? They got pissed off about nuclear bombs blowing up. I actually went to the nuclear bomb museum, innit, in fucking Las Vegas, where they show you about all the nuclear testing shit and everything. And yeah. If you ever go out there, go there, people. Go to that. It's very interesting.
I doubt I'll go to America, to be honest. I doubt America will be there for very long, to be honest.
What, you think is going to pop off like now, like violence and shit, or what?
Eventually it will. It has to, innit? America, you know what I mean? Eventually America has to shut down. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's quite interesting. Maybe we need to look into this Donald Trump book, The Last President. What does that mean? The Last President.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That could be very, that could be
the last president. So that's what I'm saying. They're like, oh, why didn't Donald Trump win the presidency? It's like, maybe he don't need to win no presidency because there won't be no White House. You get me? There won't be no America to fucking rule. So at the end of the day, Donald Trump's probably just doing what he's doing and bouncing. And then, who knows, Donald Trump might spend the next couple 1,000 years being worshipped like Jesus. Do you know what I mean? He might just start working. That's it. So literally, Antichrist right there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh shit! But a lot of people say, yeah, America's only going to get worse before it gets better. Michael saying, Mary Jane saying, if Adam and Eve had 2 boys, where did we all come from? Just wondering.
Adam and Eve didn't. Well, what you have to understand, Adam and Eve were not the first people on Earth. Yeah, so that's all you have to understand, isn't it? Adam and Eve are just the first 2 people in that story. So
they were just the first 2 people in Eden, according to that story.
Yeah, they were just the first. You understand? Because what it is Adam and Eve had 2 sons. Yeah. But one of their sons built a city. So why did he build a city for? And why did he go on the run for? From who? Yeah,
true.
So if you check the timeline of these things, like with the time that it's talking about, Egypt and all these places, they were already established, and all these other ancient kingdoms. What's the other one?
Samaria.
The Sumerians and them. They was already established empires. You understand? So a lot of people get caught up in the whole Adam and Eve being the first 2 humans.
Karen's saying she thinks England is sinking. So what's
England
that?
Is sinking.
What's that about?
Yeah, in a moral sense, yeah, it is. In a sense of morality, yeah, England is sinking very fast. You get what I mean? That's why a lot of people are jumping off this sinking ship. Actually, a lot of people jumped off. They can't jump off now. You know what I mean?
I read, like the Adam and Eve story, yeah, where they get chucked out of Eden and all that. I read that was an allegory, yeah, about how we once were hunter-gatherers and we had all this stuff we could just hunt and chill out and then, you know, just gather food and everything. But when we had a population explosion, then we had to start farming, and then that's created, do you know what I mean? So that's like the Garden of Eden story, the Genesis story was actually an allegory for that.
Well, it could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been. It also could have been what I think. It could have been the tree of knowledge. It's the internet. You understand? So all these things, like you was talking about earlier, with Donald Trump's uncle or whatever, his granddad, writing a book, and Tesla has been able to see into the past and the future. This is what this is the same sort of thing you're dealing with when you're dealing with these spiritual books. So you're like, how did a man know what happened before his time? Or how did a man know what was going to happen in the future? Because he's probably using a similar sort of system, and that system could have come to him through aliens, maybe through divine works, whatever. But so with the book of Genesis, it's almost like it tells you the end at the beginning. So it says if you take a bite from this tree of knowledge, you will surely die. Yeah, and that's what it is. Everyone needs the internet. Everyone needs the internet to the point now where we know everything now. You understand? We can the internet and start arguing with any random prick. All we have to do is just go and research whatever we want. We don't actually do no real graft to learn anything now. So everyone's learned a load of shit, and everyone's become proud, and people are coming out with their egos, and you know what I mean. So that's the thing, which is basically ruining the morals of humanity as well. Internet, much and we're addicted to it. So that's kind of one way of looking at.
That's true. You think about it, social media exemplifies
of course,
people's narcissism, innit? Like, you know, the people that just take bare selfies and that's all they do is just selfies of them dressing up in all these expensive clothes and all this kind of shit, and then that they're projecting that image. It is kind of like making people more prideful and all this kind of stuff. Definitely, man. So you know,
you know what I mean. Morals are being corrupted. You know what I mean. It's corrupt. The youth are getting their morals corrupted with all this TikTok shit. I mean, it's Facebook, it's Snapchat. Now, kids are going as far as killing each other over Snapchat and over YouTube videos and stuff like that. People are getting killed in the streets of London. So
this thing I was gonna say, like, see with the grime music, like, you know, like Chip and Stormzy and all them, they're all dissing each other and that, but they ain't gonna kill each other. They're all saying they're gonna shoot their shooters and blah 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 in a bar, but they don't actually do anything. But then these drill guys, they'll say they'll juke you up, they're going to stab you, and then the next minute you're dead. And then they're so it's like they're taking it to the next level, man.
Yeah, then that's the thing, isn't it? Like all these grime artists, they need to understand that. Yeah, when you're sitting there saying, I'm going to do this to that, you know what I mean? You're just saying it out like as a joke. You're saying it as a bar. But these drill artists are literally going to do it for real. And then after they do it, they're going to rap about it. Yeah. Even if it gets put in prison, you know what I mean? They're going to make, do you understand? They're going to, you know, so yeah. Right. But that's just what it is. That's how things have just formed. You know what I mean? I don't knock the drill artists. You know what I mean? A lot of these drill artists are young.
But they're basically rapping of how society's gone. That's the way it's gone. This is the society that's been created in England, and they're just rapping what they're experiencing. That's the problem. So if we want to change what's going on, then we have to change our society, innit?
Of course, but they should allow what it is. They shouldn't allow these kind of like people have allowed these toxic cultures to develop and fester. So all these channels like Grime Daily and Link Up TV and a lot of these channels that, you know, they want to. Oh shit! Sorry, am I still there? One sec, man. I'm still there. Okay. So they can you see me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you still see me? All right. Then cool, because I'm on Facebook. Yeah. So these all right, that's cool then. So these channels, they don't care about the implications of what they're putting up. So when they're glamorizing all this street shit, they don't really matter to them. I mean, they're getting paid, they're getting their views on their channel. They're not looking at what's actually going on a bigger picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, they want money. That's the thing, is that our society is all based off money, isn't it? So that people will just try to get money any way they can because they see the people at the top, like like all these cronies, like these rich cronies who are just giving each other the contracts and giving each other the jobs. So then they see them flossing, and then all these people want to floss as well who ain't got that dough. And then what's the way to get that dough quick?
Go out and do your thing in the streets.
Yeah.
That's
That's the problem. So that's the society we created, and now that's what's happening. We're reaping what we sowed, in it. That's how it's gonna be, man. So when these people try and blame the music for it, I'm like, nah, it's not the music. The music is just saying what's going on. So if it wasn't being made, people would still be killing each other. Like if you watch that old film called Brighton Rock, have you ever seen that? It's an old film.
I have seen that.
Yeah, Richard Attenborough is playing like
quite good.
Teddy boy. Yeah, he's playing like a teddy boy in the 1950s, and he's a knife man. He's going around knifing people up. Nothing new. Yeah. And that's David Attenborough's brother. So people trying to say this is
and then look at him after you see him fucking sitting in Jurassic Park in a 4x4, acting like he's a fucking scientist. Understand? So I know these people. Yeah, of course. But I think right now it's been done in a way where, you know what, some of these drill artists, they spit some lyrics and you're like, yo, that shit's cold. You know what I mean? That is just totally cold. But they're very talented. The drill artists are very talented lyrically. A lot of them. A lot of people say they're not, but I personally say they are, because I think even though they're rapping about a very limited subject matter, they say a lot with it. So that's kind of why it's good, because they're working with very limited subject range, but being able to make different concepts and different, you know what I mean, keep it original by talking about the same thing. It is actually quite a skill. It's the same like if there was a rapper who chose to rap without swearing, or a rapper, you know what I mean. So, but at the same time, it does lead to a whole lot of madness. You know what I mean. When I used to be in London, I'd see a lot of madness going on associated to this sort of stuff. You understand? Like, you know what I mean.
Anthony said it's the "I want it now" thing. But imagine growing up now must be difficult. That's true. Like a lot of the people I work with, Anthony, like young people and that, they ain't got that patience to want to save up for something. They want it right now. They want the designer stuff right now. They want the phone, the new this, the new that right now, innit? So then that's like the pressure that's been put on them by society with peer pressure, social media, all that shit. So, that's what's weird. But we're getting a bit serious now. It started funny about fucking Trump and all that bullshit.
I know. But this is what happens when the rest of the world is sitting there worrying about these fuckers. Yeah, when they're sitting there worrying about these fucking wankers like Trump and Biden. They're forgetting about the normal people. You get me? They're forgetting about the people that are actually like, you know what I mean, who ain't got fucking millions of pounds from their parents to invest, and the people that are actually doing their thing, and you know what I mean. So this is what happens. You know what I mean? Like a lot of these youngsters in the streets now are completely neglected by the fucking state.
Definitely, because a lot of them, the parents, like, say both parents are working full-time jobs to pay the bills, because wages have not gone up in line with inflation. So they've got to work more hours, more people on 0 hours, all this shit to just get paid. Then the kids like hasn't got any older people or role models around them. The peers become the role models, and then they start getting pressure to do all this fucking mad shit. So that's another problem.
And the worst thing is, a lot of these kids, their parents are like around our age anyway. Yeah, if not younger. Some of their parents are around our age, and I'm, understand. Obviously, my kids aren't as old as some of these kids here. But I see the effects. I see some kids that are like 20. Their dads had them when they were like 17.
Yeah,
and I see the effects, the way these kids are, as opposed to someone who, you know what I mean, their parents had them in their 20s or their 30s. I'm not saying that it goes for every single case, but that's some of the things that I've been seeing on the roads. Like some of the youths, then I've got even some of their mums are younger than me. You know what I mean, like by like years. So it's like,
man.
Remember, even at our age, we're still out there doing our thing, grinding, trying to understand. So that's the times where kids can just go on the street, do what they want. Their parents are too busy. So
for real. But you know what? I'm gonna have to go now, man. I want to eat some fucking dinner. So people, we'll be back. Yeah, man. We'll be back next week, yeah, at 7 p.m. So if you want to join in, think of some interesting topics, get some links, yeah, get some mad links of like whatever mad shit that's going on. Like, see how this Trump shit we looked at today. If you can get some mad links, put them in the chat, and then we'll click on them and share the screen, and we'll go through them, yeah, and it'll be deep. All right. Yeah. So big up everyone. You all take care. Have a nice evening, yeah.
Yes. Big up everybody. Best.